Hello friends and followers. Well, once again, the SBE-36. I just finished rebuilding the entire 20 volt regulator board, and I'm glad to say that it's now regulating. So there you see a regulator board, 20 volts on the nose. There's a little board down there. I can't get the bottom screws in because they're hard to get in, but I just kind of connect up the board and set it in there, and it's running. So I was able to adjust the potentiometer to 20 volts exactly. So I'm pretty happy about that. I had to replace everything in this board. I had to replace all the transistors. The big silver pass transistor worked, thank goodness, but everything else got replaced. No resistors, but all the capacitors and all the transistors, and the Zener diode. Put a 13.8 volt in there. Anyway, there's a schematic for it right there, and thanks to Mr. Nobo here, and that got the thing back to life. His schematic was pretty good. I could go off the voltages and see. Well, once I found that this had a direct short from collector to emitter, that had a direct short, collector to emitter, this thing was open, I guess. It wasn't going to work. So yeah, now it's regulating, which is great. So transmitting in this thing has a problem. I did invoke transmit on 20 meters. I was getting like about 130 watts out of it, but it seems like you can't invoke transmit after a while. It just won't do it. So, but the good thing is the regulation held around 20 volts when I transmitted, and on this little board, and these got dim, but they didn't go out. So that's an odd peculiarity, and it may be a function of the power supply that I'm using, which isn't really the one that came with the radio. So getting there. It doesn't receive very well though. Here's 20 meters. Doesn't receive well at all. Or else the band's dead. I don't know which. Anyway, it doesn't receive very well at all. Well, there's somebody tuning up. Lightning all around here. Thunder outside. Okay, any rate, 15 meters. That sounds better. You're static at least. Not much there. That doesn't resonate at all. Can't hear a damn thing. Well, that's no fun. Let's try 40 meters. So the radio's coming back together. It's been a hard-fought battle with this thing, that's for sure. 40 really has some activity. Lightning storm here, nobody on. Anyway, I got my 20 volts. That's what I wanted. I got to put the screws back in this board. And then the radio becomes like a normal radio that you might have bought from eBay working. You know, it works, but not well. So that's going to be the state of this thing. Once I get that board screwed down, then it needs to be totally aligned and gone through. But it's now been restored at least to functional from hopeless. So that's the story. This has been days of work on this damn thing. Guess I shouldn't buy hopeless radios. Too much time involved. I wanted this radio because of the Nixie tubes. They're cool. It puts out power too when it transmits. Whoa. It can't seem to get in the transmit mode.
The way you do things, just like if you get with certain insects, they do certain things a certain way because they're part of that particular organism.
I swear people in ham radio are whacked. All right, that's enough of this. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.